Hello, my wonderful people. I hope you all are doing good. If you're new to this show, I'm Damian Joshua, shortly called DJ, the host and producer of the podcast show DJ's Corner, which you're right now listening. So, today's episode is going to be a very special episode for the old listeners and for the listeners who have been following from day one till now. It's been 2 long years that I've started this podcast, and I'm so happy and I'm so excited to share my experience from 15th April 2020 to 15th April 2022. So it's been a very long, a different, a diverse journey which I've been going through. So before going into today's episode, actually it's gonna be about all the discussions of what was my journey and everything. So if you're new to this podcast, again, I'm Damian Joshua, the host and producer of the podcast show. And I'm on social medias like Instagram, Twitter. Both the links are given on the podcast show description. You're free to follow. You can leave your comments, your suggestions or anything on my DMs and messages. So it'd be very helpful and very useful. I've been saying this from episode number 1 from season 2, but I'm not seeing people. But I know that because if you don't message that, I feel that I'm very correct, and the way I portray or give out things to you is absolutely fine. So I continue in the same style, like there's no change or anything. So I'm happy about it. So people are quite listening to all of my episodes. So let's move on in today's episode, like about sharing my experience. Experiences in life or changes a person day to day, because experience speaks a lot. That's what I feel. Literally, personally, I feel that experience is, like more than your, academics or your other stuffs. Learning life experiences is very important, because nowadays the world is becoming more selfish, more nasty, more wicked, more everything. So not, objectifying anybody or anything, but this is a scenario which is happening right now, and I don't want to use any harsh words because I'll get into issues, like I don't know what issues they'll put. Every platform is bringing new rules and regulations day to day. I've got an email from the Apple podcast and Spotify for podcasters, so they have been changing the terms and conditions. So I should not be using any vulgar or hate or offensive or abusive words or languages or the people who listen. So I'm controlling everything, because I'm not that type of person. But as a common human being, you'll tend to something you do, you tend to abuse people or any situation or anything. So okay, like I'm thinking I'm deviating out from the topic. Now let's come back to the topic, like about my experiences. Day 1, 15th April 2020, or the day which I started with the first episode, Childhood Memories. Like it was like 2-3 minutes, like sort of a trailer episode. Like I was so nervous, literally nervous, excited, anxious, and I was like on cloud 9, because this is the first time coming to people in front of a huge platform, making me more socializable to people, so that they can listen to whatever I say. Or a 20-year-old or a 19-year-old, like when I started I was like just 19 completed, going into 20. So a 20-year-old boy telling his experience. And see, 2 years, I'm now 21. April 11 was my birthday. Okay, again April 11 was my birthday, so it's like closely relatable, like 2-day heavy good celebration which should happen. Actually today's 15th and it's Good Friday, so I can't do anything. But if it's a normal day, definitely I would have celebrated this day. It's a very special day for me, because of this platform which I'm currently using, being a podcaster, content creating. I think I've taken out my creative juices. I've squeezed myself, like my brain is working like anything, so to bring out creative content to people so that they can listen, they enjoy my content. So it makes me feel happy that I'm also in a platform, in a very recognizable position to people, because whenever I drop episodes, Apple Podcasts, I'll be getting email like from Chartable and all those charts thing, like your show is topping on number 5, number 6, number 68, or any position. I'm literally happy because I'm been recognized. Even in one platform, I'm been recognized in Angami, where people from the Middle East countries, they recognize me so much, and I get so many comments and everything from there. So I'm so happy that I'm recognized, because the main motto that I wanted to start this show is to make myself recognizable among people, because I want to be an extraordinary person, extraordinary human being, and I want to help people both physically, emotionally, mentally, so that when I'm 19 years old, now currently doing my 21 years old, so whatever I face day to day, that's the thing which I do as an episode. So that definitely people, adults, teenage, and all these people who are listening to my show, they'll get a good idea, a good perspective, because this is what I felt. And everybody, the episodes which I've the general topics which I've spoke on this show is very relatable to each and everyone, and it enhances you, it makes you to think more. The topics which I choose, that's what I think, and I hope so that it will help out many people. But it should be a regular practice or anything, because you just talk and while away time or anything, and you listen to podcasts. So I do my podcasting work. I try to implement things whichever I talk to the people, because they'll tell you don't implement it in your life, then why do you say it to us, or why do you speak it on a show? I try to implement things, guys. I'm very frank about it. I tried, or sometimes I won't even try. That's also, so being frank is very important, no? So I tried, I'm trying, and sometimes I don't try, and whatever topics which I do, or whatever things which I share to you, I will definitely try to implement it in my life. So this beautiful journey, from the year 2020, when we were in this pandemic situation where everybody was at home doing some work, but I was doing something productive. This made me to feel happy, because doing productive work, because we after the pandemic, every school, colleges closed, we were at home. Literally, we were at home. We did not study, we did not do anything, we were whiling away time. But my brain was too smart and too active, and to do things. I wanted to do things, which helps people out, and which enhances their something in their skill, or their development, or their character, or their behavior. So I started to go into the field of podcasting. I know I've been telling this story, but literally this is what I thought. This was a process which was going on when India went into lockdown on March 22nd. So before that, 1 week before, the schools and colleges were closed. So from March 16, I was just whiling away my time, and I was thinking what we should do. I'm interested in painting, drawing, but rather than that, something productive, something which people want to know from me. So that's the thing what I chose. Okay, let's go into podcasting, because I've been on Spotify listening to music and everything, but when I came into this different field called podcasting, okay, I got an idea, because basically I'm a singer. I do sing also, but I think singing was not a career option or something. It was a bit difficult for me. So I thought, okay, let's talk, share our experiences with with the people, the unknown people who are listening or not listening to the unknown people, so that they also come to know that here's a beautiful human being living on this earth. So that's what I felt. So eventually I went into a deep research, that listening to many shows, getting ideas, and And it's finally I dropped my first episode on 15th April 2020, which was childhood memories, and I'm so happy about that. That was a very short episode, experiencing I think I've narrated a story from my childhood when I was in school, got into some problem and everything. So that was a very beautiful episode, of 4 or 3, I think it was 3 or 4 minute episode. It was so happy, season 1 was literally a bit long one, and I wanted to end it last year, December, after my show went into a very big drastic change from going to general topics. I went into series. I did a beautiful series, Firefest, which was a portrayal of five friends, how they were together and what happened and what were the problems and everything. And that was a beautiful episode, but I'm so sorry, that was a beautiful story. It came out in a very good way. Then I went into nostalgia, which was just 5 short episodes, which I was telling about my childhood beautiful memories, my school memories, my everything. Then it went into Christmas series, during the Christmas time, what I was doing during this lockdown, and how it was. I made people to imagine how it would have feel in India, how Christmas will be celebrated and everything. Then I went into a beautiful story, You and I, a love story. That was boom. That was the top leading episodes, leading series in my show, which enhanced, pushed my show more up. But after going into You and I and everything, there was a thing which happened in my life. It totally drastically changed my life from April till after that. It was very hard to come into regularity. It was a very huge it's not unexplainable. Now this is not a time to explain about that thing, but it was a very huge loss, or a huge heavy-hearted thing. It totally distracted, it totally disturbed me, so that I can't even concentrate back onto my show. So my show lost the regularity from April 2021. After my 1 year celebration, I started to lose my regularity. Then it was October, November, September, August, one episode whenever I feel to do it. I did it. But after that, I told, let's close the show, give it a final touch, and just close it and go into season 2. So I did it up like that. But the couple of months which I did not do episodes or anything, that will be coming out as a beautiful series. That will be a very, very entertaining thing. The title is COVID My Story. COVID-19 My Story, that's the title. And that will be a very different thing. The whole perspective, I'll be giving the medical tips, because COVID it's not eradicated everywhere. It's still continuing. So I'll be giving COVID tips and what are the things. It's a very different series. I'll be explaining it in a very episodical way, so that you'll understand what is the difficulty and feeling. People who have been affected by COVID, non-affected by COVID, you'll definitely come to understand things. So so I've given you a big teaser of what's going to come up. So guys, so this is the experience, this is the thing which I shared, and now I'm very happy that I'm in a very good position, recognized by many people, and I'm so happy. From then, from 15th April 2020 to 15th April 2022, I'm so happy. I've grown up. I've seen myself growing up in different ways and different aspects in different views. So I'm so happy, and thank you so much for the Almighty. He has given me such a good idea to start this show, and the people should get benefited out of it. So I thank the Lord Almighty. Then I thank you all my supporters, friends, family, my haters too, because they are also let us listen to this episode, what you would have told. And that's a plus for me, because I get one stream, one listen, one follower, or one engaged listener. So I'm so happy for each and everyone who have supported me. So again, I'm reminding you, I'm on social media, I'm on Instagram, Twitter, all the links are given on the podcast show description. Feel free to follow me. If you don't follow, no problem, you just see my updates, see when I'm dropping my episodes. So it's your DJ signing off from this special episode, and we'll be coming back soon. I think it'll be 3 to 4 days. I'll be coming back soon with another episode. So take care, guys. Bye bye.